hold on the audio, Zoe, and come back to you. Nikki Felix, good morning. Your questions, please.
Hi, good morning, everyone, and sorry for the name change. I'm having some Skype issues. My two questions, Ambassador Hurst, the first question is regarding item number 3 in the cabinet notes, where it mentioned that the financial secretary explained double billing and double payments have occurred. It also mentioned inflated invoices have also proven to be quite a challenge. Now, I had a number of questions on this, but I'm just going to ask this one question on it. Is the cabinet of Antigua and Barbuda reporting that the finance minister, Prime Minister Gaston Brown, has failed to secure the efficient spending of the people's resources? And is this the reason for a 2% tax increase on low-income families who are, of course, feeling it the most? And my follow-up question in that same concept is, how does the cabinet justify the tax increase in light of the evidence of mismanagement and wastage of public funds?
The answer to your first two questions are no and no. It has nothing to do with the Honorable Gaston Brown, but with systems that have been a part of the Ministry of Finance ad infinitum. And clearly, the attempt to increase revenue has little bearing on whether or not there are folks who take every opportunity to secure more than their share for value delivered. And so we are trying to cure those problems. And they don't exist only in Antigua, as you well know, but all around the world. And procurement challenges plague virtually every country, which is part of the reason why some of these matters have become United Nations conventions and United Nations treaties. It is in an attempt to ensure that the kind of cheating which occurs not at the level of the minister, but at a lower level, can indeed be cured. And we are attempting to cure them. And as for the tax increase, as indicated during the budget debate, there has been an increase in expenditure, especially so as a result of affording government's employees a 14% increase, given the kinds of increases we have seen in the post-COVID period as a result of shipping costs and other costs skyrocketing. And it is only fair, therefore, that government employees should not be dragged into poverty as a result of these circumstances that are outside of our control. So we attempt to make the adjustment by paying more. And that means that everyone has to pay up just a little extra so that employees of the government do not fall far behind. This is the object. I think you know that. And, well, I thank you for your question.
Yes, of course. I understand that's the object, sir. And you're basically saying that we're paying up more for somebody to claim more of their share, according to your statement, and more of their share would basically be stealing public funds. And isn't the finance minister there to secure proper spending? So where is the reporting? Who is being reporting what is happening? It says here that inflated invoices have also proven to be quite a challenge, meaning this challenge has been ongoing. My second question, you can answer both together, is regarding WODEMAYA, the vlogger, the YouTube Ghanaian vlogger. His visa was denied. He posted a picture on Sunday. Prime Minister Gaston Brown intervened on Facebook and mentioned that his visa would be waived. Did the cabinet find out, and can you report to the public why was his visa denied?
Well, that issue did not arise at the cabinet level yesterday. Therefore, I cannot proffer an answer as a consequence of what cabinet may or may not have decided. But in this case, there was no decision rendered by the cabinet. And your earlier remark strikes me as a little odd, because you very well know that the Minister of Finance does not sign checks. The Minister of Finance is not responsible for the expenditure. We set broad policies as enumerated or as announced in the budget debate. These are broad policies that are being set, and wherever there are holes or lacunas or any kind of inefficiency, the Minister of Finance has every responsibility placed upon his shoulders by the people of Antigua and Barbuda to cure those. And what we are seeing is an attempt on the part of the Gaston Brown administration to cure difficulties that arise. But the finance minister does not sign checks and is not responsible for ensuring that each and every person who submits an invoice to the Treasury is not overstating the case. That is the responsibility of those within those government departments that must sign off on the way bills are processed. And by the way, for the Public Works Department, it's the permanent secretary who actually gives the okay to pay the amount. And in the Ministry of Finance, the financial secretary has that responsibility before it gets to the accountant general who signs the checks. So I think your understanding of the system seems to be a little off, but you're free to ask and I'm free to answer.
Of course. Thank you for clarifying. I just want to pass over to my colleague, and basically you're saying that the financial secretary is responsible for this ongoing challenge of inflated and double payments.
No, it's not the financial secretary only. There are several officials along the line that have the responsibility to ensure that when an invoice is submitted, that the government receives value for money. And the government of Antigua and Barbuda, led by the Honorable Gaston Brown, wants to ensure that those systems work. And as a consequence, we're making some changes to enable that to work. There was a press release issued by the financial secretary about what would happen henceforth. And we believe that this follow-up with the cabinet tends to give the Antigua and Barbuda people a better view of what is taking place within their government and especially so within the Treasury Department.
All right. Thank you, Ambassador Harris. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Thanks so much, Nikki. Let's go back